True confession, the Biden team wants higher gas prices. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. This week in Asia, President Biden let the cat out of the bag. He said higher gasoline prices are an unfortunate necessity in making the transition from fossil fuels to alternatives like windmills and solar panels. He said, quote, "We're going through an incredible transition that is taking place that, God willing, when it's over, we'll be stronger and the world will be stronger and less reliant on fossil fuels when this is over," end quote. Give our Commander-in-Chief credit for candor. His confession lays bare his administration's true agenda, that is, do everything possible to raise the cost of traditional energy sources by crushing production of oil, gas, and coal in the U.S. in the name of climate change. This explains the bizarre contradictions of his statements. He avows he's doing everything possible to lower prices at the pump. There's an election coming up, while simultaneously reducing domestic supply and trying to open up oil imports from the bloody dictatorships of Venezuela and Iran, until recently, Russia. The Biden policy is profoundly wrong. If pursued the way he wants, it would immensely damage the economy, blighting the lives of tens of millions of people. It would be an environmental disaster. It would leave the Earth a poorer, uglier planet. More fundamentally, given current technology, the mind-boggling amount of more mining, a tenfold increase to extract the necessary minerals, and the enormous production of manufactured parts, his goal is utterly unattainable. This undertaking would reverse 2 centuries in the decline of real energy costs and the concomitant immense increase in energy production. Every major advance in our standard of living has required major increases in energy consumption. Trains, cars, planes, tractors, electric lighting, telephony, appliances, and the internet, and more. When the global economy recovers, energy use will skyrocket. In the past 20 years, the $5 trillion spent by governments in so-called renewables has resulted in reducing the share of fossil fuels globally from 86% to 84%. The public should demand that instead of vague platitudes about climate change, the Biden administration should provide a detailed roadmap and timetable of achieving this alleged nirvana of alternative energy sources. The GOP could legitimately insist on this for the upcoming elections. What minerals will be needed, and in what amounts? Where exactly will those minerals be coming from? What will be required in new equipment to sink and operate those hundreds of new mines? How much petroleum will be required to manufacture the millions of tons of non-recyclable plastic blades for windmills? We should also have a list of what it would take to produce the immense number of batteries necessary to store electricity reserves. Solar panels, windmills, and batteries don't last forever. How exactly will the mammoth recycling on an unprecedented scale be handled? I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.